always in a good mood. I'm always optimistic. Of my whole life, even when I was young, I had to have that first boyfriend who treated me like crap, and then after the wedding, because I thought after the wedding he'll stop smoking, and after the wedding he'll stop drinking. Instead, after the wedding he stopped working, and he started dating. I've been married a bunch of times. Let's just skip over that part. Anyway, who's been in therapy? This girl and that girl. Okay. You got to pick the right therapist after you've had a disastrous relationship. I had a horrible therapist. Found out, this is true, my therapist was seeing other people. Behind my back, total cheater. The therapist gave me tests to find out what was wrong with me. Do you ever get those ink blot tests that you have to interpret the 10 pictures of the woman stabbing her ex-husband? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to date again after you've been married. Do you guys like impressions? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do an impression. This is my impression of the guy who invited me on a date to the movies. I'm the guy. One, please. That was like such an accurate impression. You guys, like if you were there, you'd be like, oh my God, she's so good. Like that was just... And he kept trying to compliment me, and every compliment sounded like an insult. He was like, hey, you look great. Did you lose weight? I was like, okay, that is such a weird thing to say on a blind date. Yeah, and by the way, that is a topic nobody likes. Nobody likes it. Doesn't matter, men, women, young, old, and I know when it starts happening. You start getting upset about your weight the second you're born. Second you're born, you come out, Earth, what's the first thing they do to you? They weigh you. You see the numbers, you're upset for the rest of your life. You're never getting down to that again. You're a little baby. Wait a minute, 6 pounds, 4 ounces? No way. Take me off the scale, wipe the goo off me, then weigh me. That's going on my permanent record. I shouldn't even talk about my weight because I'm one of those people that can eat whatever I want, throw up, and never gain a pound. I don't know. I always want to find out what's going to happen with my dating future. I'll tell you the best thing I ever did is I went to a tarot card reader. Yeah, it's always good news, right? I said, am I ever going to meet somebody? She flipped over the card. It was a skeleton in a graveyard with flames shooting out of its butt. And she tried to convince me that it was a good thing. She was like, oh my God, you're so lucky. A skeleton in a graveyard with flames shooting out of its butt. You are going to meet a thin, mysterious stranger at a Mexican restaurant. Okay, here's the weird part. I met my second husband when I moved to Los Angeles, and he was Mexican. How freaky! I mean, not that he was, Mexican in Los Angeles, because that's what they had in stock. It was... Stay with me. It was a good marriage. It was a good marriage, and the best thing about it is that we have a baby together, and... I'm a mom, and it's like the most important thing that I've ever done. And all those big important moments, like your child's first day of school, you never forget. I remember everything, how I did her little hair, when she walked into that big school all by herself, and I stood behind the gate and watched her go in. She was so cute. I just remember thinking, I can't believe it's free. The whole day? She goes in there and you keep her, right? I'll be at the bar. I don't remember picking her up. And then the second day, they started fundraising. She comes home with a suitcase. I gotta sell. Like a little tiny Willy Loman with little catalog full of crappy Christmas wrapping paper you can get at Costco for a nickel. But it's $1 billion. So I say, okay, Mommy's gonna buy one thing. She's like, no, you gotta buy 5 things or you don't get the big prize. I'm like, is the big prize rehab? Because you need to calm down, all right? You're very so of course I buy the 5 things and prize day is coming. And like everything else, I'm optimistic. I get excited. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping for the Escalade, right? I'm like, prize day. You know what the prize was? It was a giant, nuclear pencil. Not a number 2, like a number 222 pencil. And it was not sharpened. I sent her in the garage with a wood chipper for that. She's gonna be taking her SATs at that in 17 years. It was so, gosh, they get you so, and then as they get older, there's other challenges too, I'll tell you. Like my daughter, when they become a little teen, you ever see when they travel in packs to the mall like a bunch of prostitutes? Not that I'm against dressing spicy. I'm actually for it, but you gotta earn that right. It's just like becoming a Girl Scout. You don't jump into the green dress, right? You start out as a brownie. You do your activities. You get your patches. Then you can sell your cookies. Before then, do not touch the Thin Mint. Thank you. But before I go, I'll tell you one more thing. Don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing. I'm going on the dating apps. I'm a pro. I'm going to leave you with this pro tip. Pick the right dating app for your age. Young people, Tinder. Older people, a couple of choices, especially Florida, right? Our Time, wonderful that they have. But watch out for the really old one. Put your ashes in my urn.com. Thank you very much. That's my little squeaky clean.
One more time, give it up for Miss Helen Keaney.